The stream is about to start. Grab your favorite drink. Sit back and relax. You're chilling with HexAsians. With your host, Crypto Vince, Uncle Kevin Hex, and middle class working man.
HexAsians? Nice.
Konnichiwa! Konnichiwa! Emotional damage! Give me sushi!
Namaste HexAsians, how is everyone? Uh, Good to see Nom Nom, DJ Nom Nom. He's the first. Some brownie points added to his account, and Hexonair. Good to see you as well. While we wait for more people to join, let me know in chat what you guys are drinking. I am drinking some GNT. Can you guys see? Oops. Gin and tonic is it's apple and tea flavored. So weird taste, but it's good. And it has 9% alcohol by volume, which is nice. Like a crypto gains club. Nice to see you. Yeah, and coffee. Nice. I'm having gin and tonic. I know most survivors are like promoting being sober, but I still hold the kind of my dictum that is alcohol is food or poison depending on the dose in which it is taken. So once in a while to lighten the mood, it's good. Plus, you know, there is this thing called I think it's called Dutch courage. So it's my observation that sometimes when I'm kind of drunk, I tend to speak more fluent English than when I'm sober. So maybe this will help. Uh, and for those wondering, where are my other co-hosts and guests, and why is there a stream powered by StreamYard sign over here? The thing is, I'm not able to connect with my co-host or the main founders of this channel um to get the StreamYard renewed. So this may actually be my last stream on this channel for a little while, because hey, if the founders don't care about if the channel stays alive, then why should I? Anyways, but other reason for drinking, like you see, if, like you must be really living under a rock if you haven't heard about the the upcoming bank run or financial crisis or whatever they want to call it. So it kind of leaves everyone badly needing a drink. So maybe I'm trying to cope with that as well. But hey, I'm an Indian living in the Philippines. What happens in the US doesn't concern me, which is also kind of a that was launched a few days ago. You know, the one related to a US state which is trying to secede from the US. Like, good luck with that. Crazy stuff. Like, yeah, okay, if you want to do it, it's good. You want to take political donations, good. But uh, cryptocurrency is international, so you get you are kindly asking for help from foreign nations, as well as giving foreign nations the power to manipulate the price of the token, both of which are not good. So, uh, really, yeah. And I did have a kind of a spat regarding this in the Hex Philippines channel. Like, I kind of regretted that I lost control, but I think it's not that token. It was another token that was launched specifically targeting Filipinos, and I hate the concept of it to the core, and I just forget it. But some bad things were said, overtly bad. But all I said was there are coup- there are literal televangelists, you know, asking for tithing through cryptocurrency, and I hate it, man. I, I hate those televangelists to the core. They are like preying of the poor. So some like I and more importantly, like I have made it at least in Hex India chat group. I have made it clear, and I tend to have that what you call an aggressive principle chat groups. Like, yeah, if you want to talk about other tokens on other platforms or in other groups, I'm okay with it. I and look, I scan the whole Telegram, Twitter, Discord, everywhere. I'm everywhere with multiple accounts. So they, I know, like I research a lot of tokens, but Hex is the only one I promote because I find it the safest to promote. Like nobody's going to come back saying they have lost their life savings because of it. At least that's my belief. So yeah, if you want to talk about other tokens, do it in your own group or in DMs. If it comes to if it's a official Hex Telegram group, then you are going to get the same treatment that Hexicans get in Bitcoin forums or hit Bitcoin chat groups. Look, yes, slowly and steadily I'm turning into a hex maximalist. But hey, that depends on my bags. When, if, and I have already said like, uh, sorry. See, the live chat is distracting because uh, where was I? This I really like this stuff. Like, what was I saying? Yes, if you come to Hex Telegram group where I am an admin or I'm just present, you are and if you try to uh, promote another token, you are going to hear it from me, and feelings are going to get hurt. I know that because there are people who still take comments from strangers on the internet too seriously or personally. It's time we evolve. But really, what? hmm See, well, I wanted to talk about a lot of things in general because, hey, now I guess we are all uh, going to be economics experts. Last year, it's the meme is already out there, like uh, to 2020, you are a virologist. In the in 2021, you are a crypto expert. In 2022, war expert, and 2023 economics or bank run experts. But by the way, if you have been following this channel regularly, for we have been doing this for past 3 years almost, 2 2 years almost. We have been talking macroeconomics, etc. You should have learned a lot by now, and I'm really don't like to repeat what I say on stream previously, what has been said on previous streams, but we have to give like a repeat. And I have learned like this kind of what you call an technique to increase your repertoire, or another way of thinking of it is like, sorry, before I get it reminded me of a small skit on an Indian TV show. Like uh, there is supposed to be this hypnotist, and he says he can just will anything by saying it, and he's like, there is this whole thing like he says, Door open, door open, door open," and he keeps saying that until finally his wife gets irritated and opens the door. You see, he says, "See, I can do what I want. Whatever I say becomes true." Then there, and then there is this like he is staring at the traffic signal and saying, "Red signal, turn green. Red signal, turn green. Red signal, turn green." And eventually, it does turn green because it's a traffic signal, right? So, and I can say, see, whatever I say, I can make it happen. So this is what has been kind of happening. Like you. these doom and gloom sayers have like got their opportunity. Like, oh, like who's this guy? Who's that guy? Noriel. Like, he's the, I think, yeah, he's the biggest paid economist to, like, he's the clown every uh, wait a minute. I have a chat from Crypto King, and I have to address that. Meanwhile, I'll also address the entire chat. So nice to see everyone here. Crypto Gains Club, Finbear, Spike, uh, Parley from far away. Nice to see you. Long time no see. So please retweet. This interview is the biggest deal for the Hex community. His audience is looking for a weekly crypto show on his channel. Who is this? See, I can only show the link to the tweet. I cannot open the Twitter channel right now. And by the way, I see. Even while being slightly drunk, I have to try and control my language. And really, I don't give, I really don't care about who this is, or uh, every going back to my topic. No real Rubini is again active, stating doom and gloom. Same with these guys. Hey, like, if you say the sky is for, like, the market is going to drop, we are going to have a financial crisis. Every dip is going to look like a financial crisis. uh, Manarino. uh, okay. Hey, Black Swan, nice to see you. Nom Nom. I won't say I'm drunk, but this is just mild intoxication. There are a textbook, there are four stages of drunk. Like, this is level one, like dry and decent. After dry and decent comes daring and devilish. And I hope I don't get to that level, because again, sometimes, like, yeah, some of my friends say, oh, you are like you are like carrying a loaded shotgun, like nobody knows when you will flip. Yeah. Anyways, and yeah, sometimes I end up hurting those who I usually tolerate, so it's okay. 1.5 pint, I would say, yeah, 1.5 pint is optimal. Like, but it's not just the amount of alcohol, it's also hopefully I'm back. So it's not just the amount of alcohol, it's how fast you drink. That's why you get drunk faster when drinking shots versus having chilled amount of beer. But anyways, ah, Greg Manarino. See, there is good, but you know, getting drunk is. This is the first time I'm drinking this, and I'm kind of like it. But the thing is, it reminded me of another joke. It's about a few economists, or what you actually, it's about scientists, but I'm going to like translate to economists because it's the hot thing right now. And so it's, see, there are a few economists who are hired to investigate the bugs. So they are doing an experiment on sorry, cockroaches. So what they do is remove one of the legs of the cockroach and start saying run, 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 and the cockroach runs ahead. They capture it again. Then they cut off one more leg and they do it again. Yeah, they keep doing it until only one leg is left. They look at each other and they remove that last one leg as well, and then start shouting, run, 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 run. Of course, the cockroach does not move. So they look, all of them look at each other and say, yes, our experiment is confirmed. After losing all its legs, the cockroach cannot hear. I hope this joke is as funny as it sounded in my head, but I also hope you get the point which I am alluding to. That is, see, there is something known as theory, and there is something known as practice. All these economists and worse economic, these finfluencers, finance influencers, they all talk about theory when real in reality they are doing practice. See, I'm sorry. I was supposed to be okay. The joke was funny. Oh, I don't know what to say. Like, I think I mentioned this earlier, like in the my previous live stream on this channel. I was reading this an- book called Science and Sanity, and we were kind of trying to discuss how structure works and how these things called semantic reactions occur in humans. But I I am on like chapter 30 or something, and the author goes into kind of depopulation. So I am kind of skeptical about promoting that book. I'm trying to get the essence of the book, and one thing I like about it is the author condemns philosophers as well as economists because they deal with uh, things that are at a mainly abstract things that don't actually exist in real life, um, and they try to, moreover they have an elementalist attitude, which is they try to separate things into elements which are not separable in real life or empirically separable, and money and debt is one such thing. Like, I hope if you have been listening to this channel, so like you have, I had given this example earlier that debt is money in the current system. Debt is money, and like the Science and Sanity is heavily kind of biased towards the Einstein theory. Like, I think he admired Einstein, the author Alfred Skorzybski, uh, and of course, it is noteworthy because um, Einstein kind of blew the doors open um, to a new kind of vision. Previously, everybody thought about three dimensions and time separately, that matter and time separately, and the Einstein was the one who unified that you cannot consider time separately because these, I don't want to like, this is one of the things, like what is more appropriately called mental masturbation, that you are just trying to sound, when you involve this theory of relativity and Einstein into your um, speech, you are trying to act smart or sound smart than more than you are. Hey, like, again, this is a self improvement kind of thing. I recommend, like, use big words, sound smart, otherwise people don't listen. So I have previously talked about this, right? in the current day and age, debt is money, and how it works is, for example, I have I want to, let's say, buy a, mm, what should I buy a beer my from my local pub or local convenience store. This is not a very good example. It should be personal. So let's say I want to uh, buy a, a piece of, like, a cup of sugar. Let's say this uh, okay, sorry. See, this is this thing called the coincidence of dual wants. Like, if I, but let's say, for example, I have a neighbor and he's um, breeding chicken, uh, and I want a chicken from him, but I don't have anything to give to him right now. So I give him an IOU note. By the way, sorry, I have to give that kind of plugin. Like, if you are interested in farming, more so in permaculture and gardening, please follow us uh, in the Telegram group, Hex Foodies, or t.me// Hex Guild. Uh, okay, that was a thing. But say I want to buy a chicken from my neighbor, but I don't have money to pay him. I What I do is write him an IOU note, saying, "Hey, I will give you whatever. If you want to put a dollar amount on it, let's say, how much does chicken cost? I don't even know how much. Let's say $10 for convenience sake. So if I write, I owe you $10, and give my neighbor a note. Now he can pass around that note, saying, like, uh, that he can collect, whoever has that note can collect it from me. So that note can be circulating around as long as you want. uh, but The only condition is I haven't paid back my neighbor those $10, or we haven't settled our debt. So that is how the current monetary system is. The US dollar is a kind of a debt. So whenever people say talk about the debt ceiling and the US debt, it's it's not the debt itself that is worrisome. Like, sorry, I before I lose my train of thought, let me see if there are any. Oh, I saw new joiners in the chat. Uh, Nice to see you, Red Squirrel and Tin Top. Uh, yeah, as you can, as you guys have already noticed, my internet is a bit uh, like always. It's up and down. I don't know what to do. I wanted to have my new setup ready, but I just couldn't get it ready on time. Anyways, the gin and tonic is doing its work, and I'm thinking, so I'm trying to keep it short, because if I say all those things, then what will other influencers say? Which, by the way, I know a lot of people watch my streams and then take the same talking points to their channel later. But hey, I don't care. I was again. How can I not go around without saying, like, patting myself on the back regarding the hex price? My TA, you see, I am I am also a self-taught TA expert. Uh, where was Let me see if this shows up. See, like I had said in my previous stream, that we were seeing a dip. Now, of course, I have to admit, I had a kind of thought it would go down to 6.2 cents and then go up. It went lower, but I had already also mentioned that another streamer had predicted that sorry. So mm, another streamer had predicted that because there was a v- fail selling, the price may go down to 5.4, which it did. So hey, 6.2, 5.4, not that big of a deal. But my prediction, main prediction is we'll hit 10 cents by the end of this month. And yeah, so mm, yep. uh, Black Swan, at least now you have a new word in your vocabulary. So at least somebody somewhere got something productive from this live stream. So I am happy. Look, I don't have to do this. I don't really like. I really like to do this. That's why I'm here streaming. Otherwise, you see, nobody is paying me. I don't have any links to any Discord or Patreon or likewise. So, but that's the thing. Like, when you do things for free, the current situation is such that people doubt your intentions, e- even if your intentions are 100% altruist. So that was about it. But see, all these things made me forget the main topic for today, which was highlighted in the uh, thumbnail. Hey, by the way, I didn't use AI to generate that thumbnail. I just searched for an image and copied it. That's the beauty of that's the main advantage of AI generated art, that it is not subject to copyright because AI cannot have copyrights. So I just downloaded that image and did a bit of tweaks in MS Paint, 3D Paint, so, uh, which I kind of feel proud of. But we were talking about validators. If you haven't already seen it, that Richard posted that pulse chain with V3 Aragon was completely synced, and I guess the indexing of the what you call explorer was going on perfectly, like everything was running fine. So my previous prediction of pulse chain testnet v3 launch on uh, Walpurgis night, that is 30th April, will be wrong, uh, or rather, it may be front run, but I still have some doubts because uh, mainly I think there needs to be a bit more rigorous testing, which most likely will, what do you say, Richard will likely want being done. So I am still holding it up, that pulse chain testnet v3 by April 30th, but most likely it will be front run. And I I did see, like, I think there is this channel, Gamma DevOps or something like that, something similar to it. He's more of a develop more of a developer, and he's giving updates regarding Pulsion developments. See, me, I do understand a bit, like just enough to be dangerous. And my suggestion is, like, if you don't understand it, it's better you don't understand it. Uh, hey, Benny Blanco, nice to see you. Long time no see. Mm, so, Pulsion development is going on in full force. Some, I think some people are saying we may see Pulsion testnet by the end of the week. I am still skeptic. Maybe at the end of the month, but see, there is this concept called the unknown unknowns. Like we don't know what bugs may show up while this testing is going on. So we cannot really predict. Um, and also, there was another thing I wanted to talk about. Like, yeah, because of the unknown unknowns that topic came up, I was going to talk about Slavoj Žižek. He is kind of my I don't want you guys to me like hide my what you call tics um, and inappropriate gestures, facial expressions on stream. But hey, just damn it. The thing with this free version of StreamYard is it has limited functionality. Hey, let's see if I can play some background music. Hey, now I can be talking in a lo-fi kind of sense. Easy, smooth, because in this current day and age, that is what we need because everybody is shouting doom and gloom. Please snap out of it. The world is not going to end anytime soon. Yes, things may get bad for a little bit, but we will get through it. This too shall pass. How is the audio right now? I see there are still 4 dedicated followers who are still watching. Hmm. What was I saying? Slavoj Žižek used to be one of my favorite philosophers, but he said a very bad thing. Like like he said he prefers Pakistan over India, and that's the end of it. And like if you have been following me, like I've already said this before, I am a ultra nationalist. Sorry, I call myself a hyper nationalist, which is a little more than a nationalist, a little less than an ultra nationalist. So his words kind of hurt me, but he also introduced me into this concept of what is known as known the unknown knowns. Like every uh, ideology or every statement or what you can call thought is there is a subconscious or prevailing philosophy that underlines it, or presuppositions which we usually ignore while we are talking about stuff. Hey man, let me see if my camera. I think I think this works better with the camera. Hmm. Anyways, I'm at the end of this day. Uh, if you want to continue, I will be probably hosting. Uh, Hey, Finber, if you are listening, can you share the link to the Hex Guild Telegram group? Uh, I can't do it right now, but hey, dudes, like, what was it? Well, I was going to talk about a potential bank run, but if you don't know already, like, YouTube is going to download this, like, not download, but stop promoting this stream if we are spreading anything regarding the talking about anything regarding the bank run, potential bank run in the US, which I would suggest. Hey, at least go and withdraw like a couple of weeks of your expenditures in cash from the your closest ATM. Why? Because like so keep enough cash at hand to get through your daily expenses for at least a couple of weeks. I would say, even if, like, in general, that's a good thing to have, because that's what things are. Hmm. What was I going to say? I'm at the end of my wits. I have said enough. Uh, yeah. If you want to have a better discussion about this, I'll probably have a Telegram open chat at t.mp /X guild. Hope this works. Join me there. I will. And stay safe, my friends. This is not that we have this may seem doom and gloom, but I see this as a trigger for the next money printer gober meme. And those who fail to learn from history are bound to repeat it. See, one of the best times to invest was during the 20 2008 financial crisis. Hmm, maybe the COVID dip after that, and this is what everything looks like. Just simple buy the dip and hodl. And see, my biggest investment is Hex, so I tell everyone to buy Hex. If you are being given an airdrop, claim it, dump it for Hex immediately. It has worked for most of the people. Anyways, I just got a notification on my computer that it wants to contact the mothership. So that explains the dropping off. Uh, but that is about it. Do you do you have any last comments or questions? I don't know who is even listening right now. Anyways, it was fun. It took a lot of things off of my mind. I will probably listen to it again tomorrow and be uh, face palming myself like, how did I say all these things? But, anyways, all good. Just like I always say, the fuck, where is that clip? Uh, there are just so many things to say, so many. I will catch you guys next week. Till then, my sign off statement is don't grind, organize. And the second one is
Stake it and go.
oh, I forgot, we are not going to use the term stake anymore. We are going to, it's still in dispute. Burn is the current, what you call the word being term being used for the action of staking. I have come up with a very better one. Which I call it funkex, which is function execute, because at a smart contract level, that's what you are doing. You are calling a function to be executed. Maybe I'll tweet it. Hopefully, it catches some steam. But that's the problem I was talking about. How I usually tend to ignore it, but it is a fact, or what you call the unknown known, that as you know, as a Indian, most people kind of uh, think of Indians as scammers. That's the ethos of it. Again, looking back to the science and sanity, that is what I'm trying to get people out of. Like, stop identifying, or like, each individual is unique. Don't base your judgments on something things your preconceived notions. So yeah, Black Swan, that's uh, another thing, like shaft. The I think the whale alert bot had used the term smurfing, which I I don't know. Like, I think you need to be a gamer to understand that term. Smurfing is a very common term used by gamers when a high level gamer is playing in a league where a very lower league where he's kind of OP. So it kind of matches, like, Hex is out of the leagues of the current crypto. So smurfing was kind of that, but again, people didn't understand it, didn't catch steam. So let's see. At the end of the day, it will be Richard who will have the final say of what goes on, or what the official Hex site website hex.win it's not hex.com will show. By the way, yeah, I am old enough to remember hex.win. So yeah, I'm OG. That's what all I wanted to say. Maybe if you guys have no other comments, I would like to end the stream with our usual outro, and I hope it's kind of an uplift thing, something uplifting. Just take it and go.
I badam ase palo mata churi mala diye mobile body bhanga diye badam mobile body gulo pasi te kadam tat saman badam taran I badam ase palo mata churi mala diye mobile body bhanga diye badam mobile body gulo pasi te kadam tat saman badam taran badam badam tat kacha badam amaga chinai ko bubu badam 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 tat kacha badam amaga chinai ko bubu badam 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 da da badam 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 da da badam 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 da da badam 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 amaga chinai ko bubu badam Badam,